Are you guys up to speed on Mike Perry and Darren Till's spat with one another? I got to tell you, I don't know where this thing started. But boy, did it ever start fast. I mean, this thing never had time to smolder. This was a forest fire from Jump Street. It goes back about a week. I imagine they had some kind of personal beef somewhere that never got disclosed. Because Till's in a different country. So it's not as though they cross. I mean, this is coming from somewhere, but here, let me jump into it. So Till goes after Perry. Perry goes after Till. Till somehow involves or invokes Perry's girlfriend. Perry saw the girlfriend, raised him to a mother. I'm going to knock out Darren Till, jump the fence, and kick his mom in the head. Is as close to a quote as I can recall, and then it went from there. By the way, if you guys know the whole story, you're going, Chael, you're giving us the G-rated version. Yeah, I suppose I am. Go look up the rest for yourself, but this thing escalated. And it just seems to me like Darren Till's the kind of guy, if you call him out, you're going to be fighting Darren Till. All right, fine. Mike Perry is definitely the kind of guy, if you call him out, you're going to be fighting Mike Perry. Okay, fine, great. Guys did the right thing, I guess, but they're in two different weight classes, and they both have different opponents. Till's got his hands full with a guy you might have heard of named Robert Whitaker. Perry's got his hands full with a guy you might have heard of named Mickey Gall. By the way, Till and Whitaker at 185. By the way, Perry and Gall are at 170 pounds. I mean, they're not even in the same weight class, let alone in the same country, let alone likely to be fighting one another. But the story takes a little bit of a different turn, which is Darren Till went and started a website called MikePerryIsABum.com. He paid money. He got a web designer. It's not an overly well done site, but you still get the point. And I mean, look, here's my question to you guys. Are there some callouts that just can't be ignored? I mean, aren't there some certain callouts and a way to call out a guy that guy just has to answer for, period? Now, what's interesting about this is when Till called out Perry, Perry said yes. They just happen to be in different countries and different weight classes with two different opponents coming up. When the shoe got put on the other foot and Perry went after Till, Till said yes. So it doesn't seem as though you need to escalate. It seems like Till's move of a website was mean-spirited, but the whole thing seemed mean-spirited. And I do have to give him credit, at least in some regard, which is this is unique. I haven't heard of this. I've heard of talking trash. I've heard of going to the media. Social media has been very effective. In-ring interviews. I have not heard of forming a website. I never gone to the website. But allegedly there was some kind of a clip on there from like Perry in his boxing days with a voiceover of Joe Rogan doing an MMA fight that was unrelated. I mean, apparently there was some work and some effort put into this. I don't know that this would embarrass Perry. I mean, Perry has gone out in front of the world in these contests. You win some, you lose some. I don't know that it would embarrass him. I would imagine it pissed him off. And I do have to say, I mean, Darren Till gets full credit here, at least on the level of being creative. I can't imagine this is the last .com we see. I mean, if there's one thing that we know about fighters, it's they are highly un-unique. Oh, there's a guy wearing sunglasses with a bow tie. You know what? I think I'm going to show up in sunglasses and a bow tie. I mean, right, they're not really all that creative of thinkers. I think that Till, at least on some level, definitely gets an A for creativity. He checks the unique box for sure. It appears that he is trying to pick a fight with a guy that say, I'm in. So if they're trying to make this just an extra exciting or sought after fight, they've done it for me. That's not an elimination fight since they're in two different weight classes. That's not a contenders fight. Is it a really interesting fight that we would all like to see? Yeah, you bet your ass it is. Sure. Whole world's in a weird place. Why does MMA have to do everything by the book right now? I mean, in all fairness, why? There's great efforts being done just to be able to get all of the contestants together to go as best as you can through the rankings and the agreements and the bout orders and the whole. I get it. I appreciate it. Fine. But every now and then, I mean, look, and it looks like now is a little bit more of then. You got to just have a little bit of fun. You get two guys that want to fight each other. Good, let's let them fight. I don't know that I can predict for you that that fight's going to happen. I mean, they're in two different weight classes. But I can tell you without question, you have now identified two guys who want to fight, that the fans are going to want to see that fight. And they're going to have to figure this out, come hook or crook, one way or the other. They're going to have to figure this thing out. What's that mean? That Darren Till goes back to 170? No, that can't be done. Darren Till left that division after struggling to make weight, missing it before. He's an 85-pounder now. Can we expect Perry to go up to 185? Is there a way he doesn't? I mean, that's a lot to put on Perry, in all fairness. It's a lot. You're going to call a guy out. Now he's got to come to your weight class. I mean, look, Perry is closer to 155 than he is to 185. But Perry will fight. I mean, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I do maintain my question and the premise of this piece, which is, are there some call-outs that just can't be ignored?